Hello, and welcome to Cal Poly's virtual spring commencement ceremony, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. In celebrating our students' achievements, we acknowledge the land that we meet and walk upon today carries the heritage and culture of the native Chumash people of San Luis Obispo. Cal Poly honors and respects the diverse indigenous peoples connected to this territory and respects the land on which we gather today in celebration. It is now my pleasure to present Mady Frei, fourth-year music major, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Congratulations, everybody, to the class of 2021.
What an incredible honor it is to be here today to celebrate this remarkable milestone with you and your loved ones. We know that getting to the finish line meant so much more than submitting that final exam. This past year, you faced unimaginable challenges and were put to the test in ways few other graduating classes have. Yet, you persevered, fueled by grit and determination. You not only met this moment, you also went above and beyond what was required for you as a student to make our beautiful state a better, more equitable place. Many of you took care of loved ones, you volunteered at food pantries, you marched for racial justice, and you served on the front lines to get your community vaccinated, all while pursuing your degree. And for our graduates, who are the first in your family to earn a college degree, you have forged an academic path for future generations to come. So as you stand here today, ready to embark on your next adventure, we don't just want to say congratulations. We want to extend a message of deep gratitude to you. We, along with your friends, families, and mentors, are beaming with pride and anticipation to see what tomorrow brings for you.
You know, I'm feeling extremely hopeful that you all will be entering a world with a little less uncertainty and confidence that our next generation of leaders is here to guide us forward. Because if we've learned anything, it's that it isn't good enough to simply talk about going back to normal. You know, as we rebuild, we're looking to set new goals, be a little more audacious about creating a brighter future, one that's guided by not just promise, but by compassion. And I'm proud of all of our graduates as you continue to push for the change and the demand that you want to see in the world. It supports Californians from every conceivable walk of life. You know, fighting for progress is a time-honored tradition in California's higher education system, though through many of you, that legacy, I have all the expectation will continue to grow and define the fabric, the best of our state. You know, we've seen the impact that all of you have had. This is the generation that prioritizes addressing things like climate change, generation that won't tolerate economic or racial injustice. You don't just dream of a brighter future and a more inclusive world, you're out there actually acting on it and manifesting it. California is better off and will continue to be better off because of each and every one of you. We're so proud of our graduates and we're incredibly hopeful for our brighter future that all of us have to look forward to.
So congratulations once again, class of 2021. You did it!
Congrats,
Yay.
everybody.
Greetings to the class of 2021. It's my great pleasure and a true privilege to offer just a few thoughts and words of congratulations on this momentous occasion. In my experience, commencement is always a little bittersweet, with one chapter of your life ending as a new one, full of excitement and promise, begins. And I bet that's especially true this year. I'm sure you're feeling overwhelming joy, made even more special as it's shared with family and friends, along with a well-earned sense of pride at this truly remarkable accomplishment. And maybe even a little relief now that your last finals are in the rearview mirror. But undoubtedly, you're feeling a little disappointment too. After all, the last year and a half of your college experience was not what you'd expected. It's not what any of us could have expected or anticipated. I understand, and I am sorry. But my hope for you, no, my assured prediction, is that over time, you will begin to notice that disappointment displaced by something else, by a growing realization, eventually an absolute confidence that the ingenuity, adaptability, endurance, resilience, and resolve that you have relied upon to meet the extraordinary challenges presented by this extraordinary time have turned you into an unstoppable force. With these qualities, which you've demonstrated again and again, coupled with the knowledge and skills you have developed over the course of your academic journey, there is no obstacle you can't overcome. There's no personal, professional, or academic challenge you can't conquer. There is no goal that's too bold. And whether you are trailblazing a path as the first in your family to graduate from college, or carrying on a legacy of higher education that spans generations, your impact on your family, your community, our state, and our nation is boundless. So dream big, then dream a little bigger. It's been my great honor to congratulate many graduating classes over the course of my career in education, and I plan to congratulate many more. I've been impressed by them all, proud of every one, but you will always hold a special place in my heart. I will forever remember and admire your spirit, your determination, and your achievements. Your future is bright. Your future is limitless. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
We have so many reasons to be Cal Poly proud today. As a university, we are conferring more than 5,300 degrees upon deserving scholars. Each of our students has worked very hard, and encouraging them at each step of the way have been our talented and dedicated faculty and staff, as well as the many parents, family members, friends, and supporters. Graduates, we recognize that you are celebrating with us today from all over the state of California, the nation, and the globe. Many of you are joined by the parents, family members, and friends who had to put up with you when you were in elementary school and acted like you knew everything. Well, today is your day. You can celebrate today as a Cal Poly graduate that you indeed do know everything. And this is especially true after the incredible adaptability and resiliency that you demonstrated this year. As for tomorrow, well, let's just say there is a lot more learned by doing in your future. Graduates, from wow to now, we have all invested a great deal in your success. Mustangs, you're expected to enter the world poised to make a difference in your profession and through service to your communities. During your time in San Luis Obispo, you have improved this community, and we are confident about the contributions you will make to improve the world around you. The world needs your innovation, tenacity, and ambition now more than ever. You leave us as Mustangs United under love, empathy, and respect for others. Many of our Cal Poly students serve as ROTC cadets. Each year, we have several graduates prepared to serve in the most unselfish way. This year, we have 13 ROTC cadets who are graduating and commissioning to serve in the United States Army. We cannot thank them enough for their willingness to serve our country, and we are indebted to all who have served in the military. I know there are many active duty servicemen and women and veterans joining us today, and we recognize your service to our country. It is now my pleasure to introduce Cal Poly's ASI President, Shayna Lynch. It takes a special person to step forward and offer to serve their community selflessly. Your ASI President, Shayna Lynch, is one of those special people. Offering her leadership in the most unusual of times, Shayna continues to advocate for students as the university navigates the pandemic. Shayna is a purposeful and thoughtful leader and has represented the student body's values as Cal Poly moves forward. Like all her predecessors, Shayna cares deeply about Cal Poly and the student experience, and that comes through in every interaction I've had with Shayna, even over Zoom. Please join me in welcoming your student body president, Shayna Lynch.
Hello, graduating class of 2021, and congratulations on your momentous achievement. Today, we celebrate you, your achievements over the course of your time at Cal Poly, and your persistence and resilience the past year. For the ways in which you have all grown at Cal Poly are not just limited to what you have learned in the classroom, both virtually and in person. Take a moment to reflect on the person you were when you began your Cal Poly journey and what you have faced since that moment. As a graduating class who has had an experience unlike any other, you have developed the grit and dedication to head into the world knowing that it may not look exactly like what you expect. Your past year here was not what you anticipated, but you persevered to get through it. One of the significant predictors of success is grit, the ability to keep going even when you don't think you can. With the influence and pressure that social media has created as a part of our everyday lives, most people are in a rush to succeed. But true success is not a sprint. It is a lifelong marathon that you will all embark on starting today. Think of how much perseverance it took to get to graduation today. The time you were failing your first class, learning how to live with others, struggling to find a community when you weren't sure if you belonged, and learning to navigate a virtual environment all helped you grow. Those experiences, as hard as they may have seemed, were the building blocks to set you up to be ready for what comes next after you leave Cal Poly. The growth that you will continue to face, especially in the coming months, is summarized by a phrase you've heard plenty: learn by doing. The idea that in order to really understand the intricacies of a topic, you must dive deep into hands-on learning. Our generation has already emerged as the leaders of social movements, aiming to make the world a place filled with more love, empathy, and respect. Continue to make change by immersing yourself in topics you are passionate about, working towards your idea of happiness, and not letting your time at Cal Poly be the end of your educational journey. Push yourself to utilize what you have learned here to be the catalyst for your continued thirst for knowledge. At Cal Poly, we are fortunate to find a welcoming community of Mustangs who are there to support us in our journey. Heading out into a world full of unknowns is intimidating. However, just because you are leaving campus doesn't mean you are leaving this community. I urge you to take the pedagogy of learn by doing into your future endeavors and stay connected to fellow alumni to support you along the way. Learn by doing taught us many things, but most importantly, it taught us how to be resilient as a community. Take the memories from these past few years at Cal Poly and create a fulfilling life for yourself and others. I can't wait for the day when the Slow Days welcome video featuring honored alumni is filled with all of your faces, highlighting the impacts you have made in your respective fields. As I bid you farewell and a final congratulations, I would like to share an Irish blessing, slightly altered, with you all. May there always be work for your hands to do. May your purse always hold a coin or two. May the sun always shine on your window pane. May a rainbow be certain to follow each rain. May the hand of a friend always be near you. May your memories of Cal Poly fill your heart with gladness to cheer you. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
When I got into Cal Poly, it was amazing. It was like walking into a whole new world, full of possibilities. I was taking the bus 4 hours every day to and from Cal Poly, but it's because education, it's so important to me. I work with MyCOP as a case manager right now. MyCOP stands for Mixteco Indígena Community Organizing Project. People that speak Mixteco or identify as Mixtec are people from the state of Oaxaca and Guerrero. I see indigenous women on a daily basis, and I help them get their access to basic needs such as food, healthcare, childcare. I deal with a lot of cases of domestic violence. Yeah, I fill out paperwork, and then I help them navigate the system as well.
What's it like cooking? Yeah.
My kids, they basically grew up seeing me in school. They understand that when I'm in school, they have to be either reading or doing their homework. But it's been really hard with the pandemic because I'm there at home, so they think that, mom's available all the time. So after this quarter ends, I will be graduating. I applied to the credentialing program for the multiple subject teaching credential at Cal Poly. And then after that, I plan to teach for 3 years at Santa Maria Bonita School District or Santa Maria Joint Unified School District. And I'm hoping to do it in 3 different languages. Just knowing that my students have the potential to be whoever they want to be is what made me sacrifice a lot of things. Instead of going out and having fun, I was there sitting down with a big jug of coffee and a big jug of water and telling my kids, not right now, because I know that the future is brighter because of education. I know that I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna make a difference, and there's gonna be other students that are going to see and are gonna hear the story and be inspired and go to school and change their lives. And so that's why I do what I do.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of Cal Poly, Dr. Jeffrey D. Armstrong.
Hello, graduates of the College of Liberal Arts, families, friends, and supporters. Welcome to the virtual Spring 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Mr. John Madden is a revered former professional football player, coach, sports broadcaster, and television personality, top-selling author, and dedicated philanthropist. He received numerous accolades as a football player and coach, including induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He earned 16 Emmy Awards for his work as a television commentator. Mr. Madden earned his bachelor's degree in physical education in 1959 and his master's in education in 1961 from Cal Poly. As a Mustang, Mr. Madden played both ways on the football field and also played as a catcher for Cal Poly's baseball team. It was during this time at Cal Poly that Mr. Madden met his wife, Virginia, who earned a master's in education in 1961. Mr. Madden was selected as Cal Poly's honored alumnus in 1975 and inducted into Cal Poly's Athletics Hall of Fame in 1987. After playing professionally for the Philadelphia Eagles, Mr. Madden coached at Allen Hancock Junior College in Santa Maria, California, and San Diego State University. Mr. Madden began his professional football coaching career in 1967 with the Oakland Raiders. Under Coach Madden's guidance, Oakland never experienced a losing season and defeated the Minnesota Vikings to win Super Bowl XI. John was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2006. Following his retirement as a coach in 1979, Mr. Madden joined the CBS football broadcasting team, and over the following 3 decades, he became one of the most celebrated analysts on television. Many graduates, parents, and alumni today also know about Coach Madden through EA Sports' Madden NFL. I must also add that I am personally honored to call John Madden my friend. In recognition of his leadership, philanthropy, and loyalty to his alma mater, the California State University and California Polytechnic State University are proud to confer upon Mr. John Madden the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
Thank you, Dr. Armstrong, for this honorary degree. As you know, I accept this with a great deal of humility. And we also thank you for the great job that you do for Cal Poly and making us all proud. I want to congratulate the graduating class, not only for graduating, being up on that stage, but for what you went through this past year to get through it. No one has had a more difficult road than you people have had. I went to Cal Poly 64 years ago, and to say that it's the same Cal Poly, obviously it's not, but there's one thing that is the same: learn by doing. When I was at Cal Poly, that was our motto, learn by doing. And now it's the same thing. Your graduating class is learn by doing. You're ready to go out and go to work. You know, you don't need an internship or anything. When you go to Cal Poly, you graduate, you've learned by doing, you're ready to go to work. And that's a big thing. So you always have that, you always have your classmates, and you always have that whole pool to draw on the rest of your life. When I went to Cal Poly, I got a scholarship, a football scholarship. That's the only way I could have gone to college. I had free room, board, books, tuition, and my family had no money, and there was no way that I could have gone if I didn't get that scholarship. Cal Poly gave me the scholarship, gave me an opportunity to graduate from college, gave me an opportunity to get a bachelor's degree. I was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, thinking once I graduated, I would play football the rest of my life. Well, I had an injury, and it was surgical, and I couldn't play anymore. So now I had to go back to Cal Poly again and say, look, I want to get in the master's program and the coaching program, the teaching program. And they let me in. They gave me another break. They gave me that first break when I got my bachelor's degree and my scholarship, and they gave me the second one when they let me into the program. So now I'm able to student teach at San Luis Obispo Junior High School. And in doing that, I'm coaching kids. And then I coached the varsity in spring football. The whole team I coached by myself. I didn't know any better, but I thought, this is it. I embraced it. I loved it. And then we played, the alumni played the varsity in a spring game, and I coached the alumni. So once I had that learn by doing experience, I thought I wanted to be a coach. But once I did it, I knew that I wanted to be a coach, that was it. That was the feeling that I had, is embrace it, and that's what you'll do. When you go out, you'll get your profession, you'll be in your job, and embrace it, and then make something out of it, which you will, because Cal Poly gets you ready to do that. But sometimes I think, if you just go out of the box just a little, there's some interesting things that happen. You have your profession, and then in addition, just on the side, you do something that's maybe a little fun, and it can bring you great rewards. I kind of know about that. Again, congratulations to this class. Congratulations to what you've been through, but also congratulations to the people that helped you along the way. Your mentors, your your teachers, your professors, anyone that helped you, you bring them up on that stage with you, and you carry them, and they're all part of this. Congratulations to you, congratulations to them, and go Mustangs.
Charles Walton is a perfect example of what makes our alumni so terrific. A 1966 graduate from the College of Agriculture, Food, and Environmental Sciences, Mr. Walton has had a truly great career. He has been the owner, president, and CEO of Smithers Oasis Company, a floral and horticultural products company probably best known for its Oasis foam, which keeps cut flower arrangements fresh and hydrated. You've all seen it and used it, the green foam that keeps flowers looking beautiful. Mr. Walton has been generous with his time and energy, serving on the boards of a number of industry and educational institutions, including Cal Poly, where he has served on the cafe's Dean's Advisory Council for more than 20 years. He and his wife, April, have also been extremely generous to Cal Poly, helping students learn by doing with the latest technologies and horticultural products, and generously supporting building projects. This is just what we love to see in our alumni. Mr. Walton graduated, succeeded in his field, and has used his success to help a new generation succeed in their fields. Charlie, thank you for your friendship and support. In recognition of his impactful role as an innovative and visionary leader in the agricultural industry, the California State University and California Polytechnic State University are proud to confer upon Mr. Charles Walton the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
First, let me thank President Jeff Armstrong, Dean Andy Tuen, and the CSU Chancellor, Dr. Joseph Castro, for their support in recommending me to receive this honor. I can say in my wildest dreams that I could not imagine receiving an honorary doctorate degree from Cal Poly. I'm truly humbled and honored, and I thank everyone who had anything to do with this. Thank you. I've been on the Dean's Advisory Council of the College of Agriculture for a very long time, over 20 years. And as new graduates, you might be asking, why would anybody spend such a long time making such a commitment to Cal Poly? Well, the answer is that this institution and 3 California Cal Poly professors changed my life. Dr. Howard Brown was the department chairman. Tony Amato and Wes Connor were professors within the department. They all took an intense interest in me and believed in me, and that was extremely motivating. And I said that Cal Poly also changed my life. Cal Poly's upside-down curriculum and philosophy of learn by doing was tailor-made for me. Everything I experienced reaffirmed that I was in the right seat on the bus. I was being exposed to and learning things that applied, and at that time I was on fire. The time was 1966, and at that time I wasn't very concerned about my career path. I already had a job waiting for me. I'd been an ROTC cadet graduate and was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Army. The war in Vietnam was roaring. My real big surprise was to receive orders to a combat engineering company in Panama in the Canal Zone. It turned out to be a great tour. After the Army, I found myself looking for a civilian job and feeling rather naked, maybe like some of you. I had no grand career plan, just lots of calls, interviews, letters, and resumes. I was in my late 20s, I was married, and truthfully, I did not know what I didn't know. Reflecting, my career has always been in the green industry. First with Mady Frei as a corporate horticulturalist, and later recruited by Smithers Oasis Company in Ohio. Smithers Oasis was the inventor of the green water-absorbent foam for flower arranging the florist used to put flowers into. By the mid-1970s, the company was in its second family generation and very successful. I was working many different positions throughout the company and helped expand its international footprint with both startups and with acquisitions. In the 1980s, I was fortunate the Smithers family offered to sell the company to me. The big problem was I had no money. And with help, I organized the financing and formed a management leverage buyout team to purchase the company, and then ran the company for the next 30 years up until 2010. Then I arranged to finance another leverage buyout for a group of 10 of my senior international managers to become my successor, and they now successfully own and run the company. Today I'm retired, and except for belonging to several boards of directors and of course Cal Poly's Dean's Advisory Council, it has been a grand ride, especially now given my fourth quarter that I've been able to give back to Cal Poly. When I think about you graduates and what lies ahead, remember, life is a crooked road. Be confident. You will figure it out along the way. You have received an excellent can-do education. You are starting out in an economy that is exploding. You have opportunities the rest of us can only imagine. You're going to amaze yourselves, and we are all so very proud of you. Thank you for the honor of talking and sharing with you today. Well.
There are two longtime friends of Cal Poly who deserve to be honored, but who are sadly no longer with us. Donald Tinklage graduated in 1957 with a degree in architectural engineering. You can still see his senior project, a geodesic dome in Poly Canyon. At the time it was built, it was the largest such dome west of the Mississippi. His wife, Carol, took on Mr. Tinklage's love for his alma mater and became increasingly involved in making sure that every student got the support and resources they needed to graduate. She helped unhoused students find safe, secure housing through the Tinklage Family Fund to end student homelessness. This resource provides emergency grants to students who cannot afford expenses like housing that are essential to their well-being and academic success. Mrs. Tinklage provided an extremely generous donation to get the fund started, and before her death last year, pledged to endow the fund with enough resources to help students in perpetuity. Her commitment to helping the people in our community who need the help the most has created a legacy of caring that will still be apparent more than 60 years from now, just as her husband's dome is still a visible reminder of his larger-than-life personality. In recognition of their generous and transformative support of our homeless student population, the California State University and California Polytechnic State University are proud to confer upon Mr. Donald Tinklage and Miss Carol Tinklage the posthumous honorary degrees of Doctor of Humane Letters. Here to receive the honorary degrees are members of the Tinklage family.
The entire Tinklage family is so very honored by Cal Poly's gracious gift of bestowing my parents the honorary degree, to my father Don and to my mother Carol Tinklage. Had they been alive to receive this amazing kind gift, they would be so humbled and extremely grateful. In the early 1960s, my parents started Tinklage Construction. They both worked extremely hard, and they worked together, always together, for the next 57 years. They mainly built concrete tilt-ups, restaurants, theaters, and large grocery stores. One of my father's favorite stories is of his senior project, the geodesic dome, being moved around on the campus at Cal Poly. I'm told that sometimes even the students were the ones who moved the dome around. Presently, I'm told that it resides in Village Design, and he would be so proud. My parents always gave credit to their success, to their hard work, their shared partnership, and the opportunity for my father to have graduated from Cal Poly. Our family would like to extend our congratulations to the entire class of Cal Poly 2021. Thank you.
Over these decades, I have heard so much about Cal Poly from one of its very distinguished alumni, Don Tinklage. Carol Tinklage was not a graduate of Cal Poly, but you would have thought so. And Don and Carol Tinklage attributed much of their success to the fact that Don had his training and his education at Cal Poly. And I think that in recognition of this, they felt that there was a need to give back, and they did. And they started with a scholarship program for students, and that later progressed to a very interesting and very unique program called the Tinklage Initiative to End Homelessness at Cal Poly. Wherever Don and Carol are today, they are celebrating Cal Poly. They're celebrating their great honor, and more importantly, they're celebrating your commencement, and congratulations to you all.
I would like to thank Cal Poly and President Armstrong personally for granting my grandfather and grandmother with these honorary degrees. I went to visit the campus a couple of years ago, and it was awesome to see the geodesic dome that my grandfather and his class built was still there. Thank you again for honoring my grandparents, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
The final recipient of an honorary degree is also today's keynote speaker, Mr. Lloyd Dean. Mr. Dean is the CEO of Common Spirit Health, one of the largest not-for-profit healthcare companies in the United States. Common Spirit includes 139 hospitals, including our own San Luis Obispo's French Hospital, and 1,000 care sites in 21 states. French Hospital has been an ongoing partner in health research and the presenting sponsor and lead partner for Cal Poly Athletics since 2013. Our partnership has grown every year through adding AEDs at each athletic event, nutrition support, and the recent opening of the new Dignity Health baseball clubhouse. More recently, and during the pandemic, the Common Spirit Diversity, Inclusion, Equity, and Belonging team has worked with our campus to develop relevant and timely education and outreach opportunities that contextualize our current public health situation with broader social and environmental issues such as racial equity and climate change. Throughout his career, his passion has been preserving and expanding healthcare access for all. The coronavirus pandemic has laid bare for all to see how damaging and tragic healthcare inequities really are. Mr. Dean is a member of California's Task Force on Business and Jobs Recovery, a group convened by Governor Newsom to help the state recover from the COVID-19 crisis. Mr. Dean has also served on the California Future of Work Commission, whose charge is near and dear to Cal Poly, understanding what the workforce of the future needs to fuel future economic growth. I'm also proud to say that Lloyd recently joined our Cal Poly Foundation Board of Directors. In recognition of his impactful role as an innovative and visionary leader in healthcare, the California State University and California Polytechnic State University are proud to confer upon Mr. Lloyd Dean the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. And now, please join me in welcoming today's keynote speaker, Dr. Lloyd Dean.
Thank you, President Armstrong, for that very kind introduction. Let me begin by saying congratulations to the graduates, the families, and to the Cal Poly faculty and staff. You know, it seems like yesterday since I sat in your shoes as an excited and hopeful graduate, ready and prepared to carve my path in the world. While I was thrilled, I must be honest, I also felt some trepidation. I can remember while listening to my commencement speaker, reflecting on something that my mother had told me. She said the following, and I quote, "The world owes you nothing, but you are equipped with the currency to attain whatever you desire in life. You owe it to yourself to do things that not only make you happy, but also make your life and the life of others around you a little bit better." And she said, "All I ask of you is that you go forth and that you do good." That advice has stayed with me my entire life. Do some good. There is no question that as you move forward in your life, that you will face challenges. Martin Luther King said, "We must accept finite disappointment, but we must never lose infinite hope." My hope is that as each of you leave Cal Poly, that you are cognizant of the good that you have already done, and that you are prepared, and that you are ready to do so much more in the years ahead. You are in a unique position as the second generation of Americans to live through a pandemic. Our world today is in a complex place right now. We experienced tremendous grief and loss over this past year, and also saw our nation impacted by racial and social injustice. Yet, it is in difficult times that I submit to you that the true character of us appears, and that our resilience is called upon and should and will be revealed. Let us never be defined by our history, however. We must always move forward and focus on tomorrow and our future. And as a graduate, your future is the world's future. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." So to each of you, I say, keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. And remember, your only limitation is your imagination. You can imagine and help rebuild our world. Whatever career or careers you pursue, the opportunity is there for you. You must define success in your own way, but not by how much money you accumulate or what is your professional title, but how you touch and impact others in others' lives. There are many careers and paths that you will take in life, and I recommend that you always look for ones that will leave society and its people and our communities better than you found them and they were. Know who you are. Be your authentic self and show up in a world as a kind and caring human being. Kindness is free and goes a long way. We all have the power inside of us to be kind and to do great things. I, along with your parents and along with your friends and faculty, believe in each of you. I know you will do great things. You will do good. Let me say I am very humbled and honored to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Science from this prestigious institution. I also accept this on behalf of French Hospital and Medical Center, who through our partnership, we enabled this community to benefit from a 900-bed COVID treatment center that we stood up together on this campus a year ago when our nation was in the apex of its surge. One of the things that makes me most proud about our partnership with Cal Poly is what we established together, the Dignity Health Scholars Program, which allows us to support high-achieving students from communities of color and to support underrepresented groups. Together, we are building a sustainable workforce for years to come. I end by again saying congratulations to each and every one of you. A special thank you to your family, to your friends, and to everyone who has been a part of your journey in life thus far. Congratulations. May God bless you.
And now, please welcome Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Cynthia Jackson-Elmoore.
I am proud to recognize Cal Poly's class of 2021. Graduates, congratulations on your remarkable achievement. Along with your academic success, I hope you can all be proud of the resiliency, compassion, and true care that you have provided for one another over the past year. You are prepared to make a difference in whichever path you chose to take next, and I have faith that you will continue to be excellent representatives of our university. As you take your next steps in life, I hope you will embrace your connections made at Cal Poly and continue to support each other. You will always be a part of the Cal Poly community, and that community will be there for you. Graduates, my hope is that your memories from your time at Cal Poly include the enriching and inspiring education from our outstanding faculty and staff members. You have made us all very proud. Among the candidates for degrees today are those who are graduating with academic honors, noted by the gold cords provided to these students. Master's degree candidates that have met the highest level of achievement are designated as graduating with academic excellence. Bachelor's degree candidates graduating with GPAs of 3.5 and above are designated as cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude, as identified in the Class of 2021 commemorative booklet provided to each graduate. On behalf of the faculty, the dean, and the entire team of educators and supporters at Cal Poly, I congratulate you and applaud your outstanding achievement in earning your degree today. I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Philip Williams, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts.
Welcome, CLA Class of 2021, and congratulations on successfully completing your journey at Cal Poly. All of us will be forever marked by the global pandemic that turned our world upside down a year ago March. I know how difficult this past year has been for you, having to navigate the shift to a mostly virtual environment. But you responded with amazing resilience and creativity, both inside and outside the classroom. Our dance and music concerts, our senior art exhibit, and research competitions went ahead, albeit in a virtual format. Some of our faculty developed virtual international exchange opportunities in their classes in lieu of canceled study abroad programs. These examples, among many others, are a testament to the commitment of our students, faculty, and staff. This past year was also marked by the national wave of protests in the wake of George Floyd's killing and the rise in anti-Asian hate. I'm proud of our many students who engaged in activism in support of Black lives, the AAPI community, and racial justice. These events also prompted us to engage in some self-reflection, as many current and former students in the college shared their personal experiences of discrimination and racism at Cal Poly and in the community. Going forward, it is more important than ever that we recommit ourselves to advancing a culture of belonging and inclusion, one in which our peers and coworkers can feel that their diverse backgrounds, identities, and perspectives are valued and affirmed. My hope is that your education in CLA has equipped you with the capacity to think and learn across disciplines and instilled in you the values, skills, and knowledge that will support your success in work and in life. You represent the next generation of leaders who will contribute to a more equitable, inclusive, and sustainable world. I'm also optimistic that the new skills you've had to develop as a result of the pandemic will prepare you for the major transformations we'll continue to experience in technology, education, and the workforce. Despite the mostly virtual environment this past year, I hope that you'll look back on your time at Cal Poly as the best years of your life, and that the experience of this global pandemic will reinforce for you some of the values that are central to the College of Liberal Arts. The first is to acknowledge those who helped you along the way. Reach out and thank those faculty and staff members who contributed to your personal and academic success at Cal Poly. While our job is to support your success, I'm sure there were faculty and staff who went beyond the call of duty to help you at key moments during your time here. And the second is to find ways to give back in your relationships, in your work, and in your communities. As a way of acknowledging how you've benefited from the many opportunities a Cal Poly education has provided for you, pay it forward by helping others to find similar doorways of opportunity in their own lives. I hope you'll take some time to reflect on your success at Cal Poly and to celebrate it with family and friends. You certainly deserve it. We are so proud of your accomplishments, and we'll be cheering you on as you embark on the next stage of your journey. Congratulations, class of 2021, and go Mustangs.
On behalf of Cal Poly's Academic Senate and our faculty, I would like to congratulate all of our graduates. The faculty-student relationship is profoundly special, and we will continue to support you in pursuit of your professional and personal aspirations however we can. Faculty worked tirelessly to foster your content mastery and also expose you to a balance of breadth and depth across the curriculum. One goal was to create a space where you learned how to learn. I hope this helped you develop self-assessment tools with metrics beyond binary success or failure. I encourage you to use these tools to seek, with courage, formative experiences that provide chances for reflection and self-improvement. I'd like to leave you a quote from Neil Peart. Time stands still. I'm not looking back, but I want to look around me now. Time stands still. See more of the people and the places that surround me now. Time stands still. Freeze this moment a little bit longer. Make each sensation a little bit stronger. Experience slips away. Looking forward, I wish you tranquility, happiness, and growth opportunities into the future. Again, congratulations.
Many of the proud supporters in the audience have a familiar and exceptional sense of pride today. Today marks an extraordinary day for the families of Cal Poly graduates who have chosen to continue their Mustang legacy. Many of you watching today are Cal Poly proud alumni, and you may remember with vivid clarity the sense of pride and excitement that you felt when you graduated from Cal Poly. We look forward to welcoming you home again soon. You are always part of the Mustang family.
When we first stepped foot on this campus, we knew adventure awaited. Challenges were imminent, and growth was more than possible. It was inevitable. And today, fellow graduates, we celebrate how far we've come together.
Through it all, Mustangs, we have been rooting for you because we know the greatness lies within each of you.
The impact you can make on the lives of others, and the infinite possibilities your future holds.
When you set out on this journey, it was an opportunity to be your true self and write your story.
To define your passions and use your voice for what you believe in to find community and make connections that will last a lifetime.
You charted your own course and you navigated difficult territory. You balanced feeling homesick with embracing your independence.
You shed tears from heartache and shared deep, joyous belly laughs. You found a sense of belonging and you found your sense of self and accessed inner strength in times of great struggle.
It wasn't always easy, but you pressed on, fearless in your pursuits, determined to make a difference. And we're so thankful you did.
And you came here to Cal Poly for this chapter of your life. We're so thankful you did. To the class of 2021, we're so proud of who you are today and who you'll become as your journey continues.
We're grateful for your dedication and the resilience you've shown as the world changed.
Every setback was an opportunity to rebuild. Every failure, an opportunity to learn. Every success, an opportunity to practice gratitude.
When we couldn't be together, we still found creative ways to stay connected.
We kept collaborating, researching, and innovating. We supported one another, and we kept moving forward.
Because Learn by Doing is a part of who we are. It's our chance to push ourselves and dream big.
To generate new ideas and explore what's possible, to solve problems today that will shape the future.
Today, we are celebrating a momentous occasion in your life and honoring the hard work it took to get here.
On behalf of the more than 200,000 alumni across the world, we are Cal Poly proud of all that you've accomplished, and we know that you'll go far. And though some memories may fade,
may you always remember the warmth of the sun on Dexter Lawn, late nights in lab, early morning hikes to the Poly P, and those who believed in you every step of the way.
And while life may take you in many unexpected directions, know there is always a path that can lead you back to Cal Poly.
Because you became a Mustang for life on day one.
And we will be here for you, always.
And now, please enjoy the singing of All Hail Green and Gold by Cal Poly's virtual early music ensemble.
All hail green and gold, may your praises ever be told, of friendship and of courage and stalwart ones of old. All hail green and gold, in your name we shall
Congratulations, class of 2021, you made it. The name of today's ceremony, Commencement, captures something important. I'm sure that it has at some point struck you as odd that we use a word that literally means beginning to mark the end of your time at Cal Poly. This year, the title Commencement is even more appropriate than usual because all of us feel that we are starting or restarting life the way we used to live it before the coronavirus pandemic. What an exciting time to graduate. You have persevered through the trials and tribulations of your university's educations, the usual difficulties and a whole new set of them created by the pandemic. And today you're coming out into the sunshine of a world where vaccines are universally available, people are able to resume most of their usual activities, and we are expecting to have campus open for business fully in the fall. Truly, this is an ending that is also a beginning. We're excited to have campus open fully this fall, assuming we do not see variants of COVID or other very unlikely events. But there will be one big difference between the Cal Poly of today and the Cal Poly of September. You won't be here. For us at least, that's bittersweet. It is especially difficult as we all miss so many opportunities to celebrate academic, athletic, theater, dance, music, and many other events on campus. We've gotten used to you, and we've grown fond of you. Cal Poly won't be the same place without you, so visit us often. Of course, this happens every spring, and we've learned to console ourselves with two thoughts. First, it is right and appropriate that you should be temporary residents of the Cal Poly campus. You came to learn and to do, and you have learned by doing. Now is the time to celebrate and formally recognize how very much you have achieved. The second consoling thought is, although you have been temporary residents of the campus, you are now Mustangs forever. We know that you will go out into the world and make us Cal Poly proud by being the leaders, inventors, learners, and doers of tomorrow. We hope that you will also come and visit from time to time, and you will help the next generation of Mustangs as previous generations have helped you, whether that be with your treasure, your time, or your talents. Would the graduates please rise? Cal Poly candidates for graduation, on the recommendation of the amazing faculty of California Polytechnic State University and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I now confer upon each of you the Cal Poly degree appropriate to your program with all attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Congratulations! Now, graduates, let's honor this moment together. Family members, grab a camera. Cal Poly produces graduates who are ready day one, and today is day one. This moment signifies that you are now graduates and members of the Cal Poly family. Family members, friends, faculty, and staff, on behalf of California Polytechnic State University, I present to you the class of 2021. Congratulations, and go Mustangs!
Alina Andrews, Zoe Bays, Michaela Beavers, Rachel Burgess, Abigail Burns, Isabella Marie Clark, Emily Darlington, Ryan Dowd, Kira Dowdican, Hannah Ehrlich, Caitlin English, Balin Fierros, Celia Francis, Lois Good, Robert Great, Cameron Hobner, Sophie Eigelhardt, Kylie Kim, Julia Kratz, Marilumba, Kendall McKinnon, Jordan Miller, Madison Moore, Sierra Raymer, Sean Allen Riegelman, Jamie Ann Robbins, Brittany Quinn Sample, Camille Sanseverino, Michael Shermer, Kennedy Skinner, Colin Soper, Grace Tortorisi, McKenna Tweet, Solana Fordham Aguilar, So Ann, Connor Bailey, Rachel Bittenost, Shay Brooking, Brianna Chambers, Amanda Shavir, Alina Chu, Sharon Choi, Tiffany Dang, Joanna Edmondson, Christine Evans, Angela Gunnis, Jess Hardy, Della Hayes, Riley Hebner, Morgan Ibarra, Kate Carson, Kelly Cavusi, Paige Kelly, Kyle Kinnair, Walker Madsen, Joey Marshall, Hannah Masters, Mady McNeil, Natalie Mitchell, Margot Moore, Mallory Morello, Allison Munden, Ian Myers, Kaylee Nickerson, Shala Prouty, Matthew Ramos, Joshua Ronda, Addie Save, Runar Schmidt, Kat Schroeder Mora, Noah Sharp, Megan Steiger, Amanda Vasquez, Helen Ann, Elizabeth Pacala, Evelyn Baez, Diana Beck, Ashley Bell, Lily Bell, Anna Bernardo, Emma Barreau, Alexandra Brzezinski, Candace Cabrera, Holland Karignani, Lauren Carter, Riley Clunan, Natalie Cooper, Jessica Crump, Amanda Cuevas, Sandra Julieta Diaz, Haley Dugarin, Katie Escada, Brooke Goldfader, Alessa Guerrero Vega, Natasha House, Chloe Havorka, Nora Joseph, Ava Jazine Laufenberg, Keely May Lucky, Peyton Manny, Zoe Marcopulos, Hannah Miller, Rachel Nebel, Sophie Claire Nochi, Julia Nunes, Megan O'Grady, Natalie Parker, Anna Mae Parsons, Brenna Patterson, Alexis Quisenberry, Mara Reyes Venegas, Morgan Saltamacchio, Emma Savasso, Victoria and AJ Sialmao, Allison Smith, Madison Smith, Angela Spinelli, Ann Stewart, Madeline Tandy, Scout Taylor, Olivia Teagarden, Lauren Thomas, Delaney Toth, Andrea Uribe, Devin Utter, Irma Velez Morales, Tiffany Wang, Aubrey Wells, Sierra Zuniga, Taylor Abuzaid, Risha Ahir, Sydney Ashworth, Meredith Berry, Natalie Beck, Parker Bennett, Isabel Berman, Jordan Bernal, Kendall Blanchfield, E.J. Brady, Grace Elizabeth Broberg, Kaylee Brody, Lauren Buckley, Jasmine Rose Swanson Barano, Jillian Burns, Gabrielle Clare, Jesse Crowley, Giada Chowdens, Francis Ivages, Alyssa Filippelli, Samantha Fitzgerald, Allison Phobes, Clara Foley, Shannon Fuchs, Joseph Goebel, Anna Goldman, Kayla Grun, Allison Hanscom, Faith Hardy, Quinn Harrington, Shania Hernandez, Kayla Hoysh, Cami Holian, Emerson Alicia Hughes, Catherine Imbriano, Carolyn Inglis, Allie Jones, Chanel Carr, Veronica Karp, Christina Kelly, Griffin Kemp, Naomi Kachian, Leah King, Paris Kirk, Reagan Niffen, Christina Levine, Caitlin Lee, Isabel Larissa, Annie Lim, Krista Lodato, Yasmin Liu, Chelsea Louie, Emma Mabe, Audrey McDonald, Annika Claire Steele Maney, Ashley Markle, Annie Margolis, Christopher Martinez, Caitlin Maston, Mattia Mathis, Carly McGillis, Caitlin Miller, Cameron Monticello, Dylan Murphy, Kate Murphy, Alex Niger, Victor Ortiz, Michelle Pineda, Juliana Kiwis, Robert Ramos, Noah Rashid, Bella Ravina, Julia Rocchio, Anthony Rosales, Sophia Rose, Mila Ruggiero, Joe Ruiz III, Evie Schwartz, Jennifer Serwin, Jack Shaw, Malia Sine, Madison Quinn Scoffel, Amanda Smith, Julia Staubitz, Charlotte Thomas, Kylie Thompson, Phoebe Townsend, Vivian Tu, Maureen Turnbaugh, Marissa Valles, Kaylee Watchhorst, Nicholas Wapner, Gloria Witt, Shelby Wong, Matthew Wright, Christy Yan, Katie Olson, Ethan Powers, Brianna Barnes, Lucas Bartell, Ryan Bausch, Kara Bangs, Emily Bomba, Carly Boomer, Alexander Michael Catlett, Maya Angelina Calderon, Sierra Camposano, Nicholas Cheney, Lauren Shun, Cole Coward, Mia Daniele, Talia DeMello, Alex Diaz Coquezel, Zoe Drury, Isabel Farrell, Carlos Flores Hernandez, Gabriella Fredericks, Jessica Garces, Nick Gonzalez, Caitlin Goodpaster, Madison Hinkle, Garrett Jenkins, Daniela Johansson, Vanessa Cow, Neha Call, Megan Kozlowskis, Rachel Kennison, Isaiah Kim, Chris King, Ashley Law, Rachel Lasker, Lillian Leaf, Summer Lichtenberg, Genesis Lopez, Eduardo Madera, Kavya McComb, Yervant Malhassian, Laura Maranta, Jennifer Mernov, Nicholas McHale, Emma Louise Merwin, Tatum Moose, Quincy Morgan, Sarah Muirhead, Jenny Park, Erica Perez, Hannah Perinich, Eden Railsback, Joy Rathel, Carolyn Roberts, Noah Rudolph, Carrie Schulte, Nancy Servin, Kenzie Ray Shorter, Kaylee Smith, Stephanie Smith, Mariah Stanley, Sabrina Stevens, Brooke Stickney, Amber Sylvester, Alessandro Sabo, Josette Tasia, Ava Theodosin, Vanya Trong, Juan Vergara, Maddie Wakita, Erica Wang, Hannah Weingarten, Celeste Yoakum, Natalie Young, Amitai Zamora, Manmit Singh Chahal, Athena Cole, Gina Amelia Harris, Shania Hernandez, Astrid Herrera, Christopher Martinez, Maya Simone May, B. Porta, Zoha Gator, Ariana Reynoso, Megan Francis Shea, Victoria and AJ Siaomao, Rachida Apadya, Yahera Valenzuela, Marisa Gabrielle Zamudio, Haley Adler, Emily Alexander, Mika Ari, Jennifer Benet, Bruce Benjamin, Ren Blanding, Jenna Bloom, Kieran Brady, Jillian Brandon, Ella Bunce, Brendan Cerruti, Olivia Chan, Jasmine Chang, Catherine Chen, Itai Chen Zion, Wesley Chu, Abigail Clark, Luis Corias, Sarah Costantini, Daniel Crago, Princess Monique Sabato Cruz, Cameron Zarni, Rafael Lucas de Jesus, Sophia de Cuffa, Stephanie DeLuca, Griffin Dolan, Jessica Dong, Cormac Duffy, Charles Elsta, Michaela Espiritu, Kellen Givens, Rachel Gorbin, Brooke Hager, Chloe Hines, Megan Henderson, Sarah Holm, Sophie Hospodar, Jacqueline Hulley, Alice Ish, Christopher Jones, Trenton McKay Kammerer, Helen Kang, Michelle Kang, Kaylee Kitayama, Whitney Norp, Kayla Kramer, Jacqueline Kubo, Michaela Kwan, Hannah Lee, Kinsey Mangan, Kate Metz, Reese Nichols, John Nygaard, Bergen O'Connell, Alyssa Olivaria, Rachel Ulrey, Natalie Parada, Ellie Phillips, Victoria Rose Plum, Julia Raffi, Andrew Resendez, Paul Rogers, Jesse Romero, Ava Rosenthal, Nikki Sandoz, Mason Schrader, Natalie Simrock, Libby Sparks, Erica Taylor, Lisa Teufel, Emily Tickner, Lauren Tong, Vivian Tran, Carla Tu, Nicholas Tyra, Hallie Tyrell Smith, Isabella Underwood, Eileen Vasquez, Haley Marie Warner, Lauren Michelle Wenstad, Jackson Werbelow, Allison White, Kelly Williams, Helen Wong, Laura Wong, Cassidy Wirtz, Ariana Brown, Gina Renee Lyle, Kaylin Pope, Maria of Tanska, Karina Sophia Barnett, Lindsay Burness, Jack Bolello, Tate Bloss, Aiden Burke, Alvaro Casillas, Adam Chisholm, Robert Komich, Emma Costa, Kate Court, Luke Deal, Callie Devrins, William Dudokian, Victoria During, Miles Emerson, Josue Figueroa, Ryan Fitzgerald, Priya Ford, Grace Gallagher, Marco Giovacchini, Michael Gillespie, David Gustafson, Megan Hayes, Jesse Isagire, Meg Nakini, Willie Kirshner, Sonia Koss, Nicholas Cromwell, Joseph La Rosa, Cody Lavignino, Claire Lopez, Raymond Christopher Lozano, Emma Lucan, Brandon Manuel Marquez, Andrew James Mitchell, Michael Morris, Matthew Moser, Maeve O'Sullivan, Obed Otero, Timothy Parker, Chelsea Planesi, Mariana Schenk, Matthew Shivo, Megan Sheehan, Brennan Simpson, Meg Sintef, Chasen Sipowitz, Daniel Yuh, Joyce Yoon, Emily Allison, Grace Arthur, Julia Brandt, Amy Marie Carvalho, Levi Crump, Sapna Delakia, Saya Fanangaloa, Kyle Freifogel, Connor Greif, Grace Gubbins, Maria Elena Gutierrez, Billy Hooven, Nicholas Johnson, Anna Leon, Madison Lopez, Madeline Mercer, Rebecca Monroe, Aaron Navarro, Bernice Nunez, Anika Olson, Michael Plummer, Alejandro Quintero, Daniel Joseph Lee Razum, Vanessa Rodriguez, Nina Sigarodi, Alexandra Stone, Joshua Zinto, Baharan Abdullahi, Sienna Addison, Grant Anderson, Shelby Page Banks, Haley Banta, Sophie Bay, Garrett Kramer Brown, Lauren Brown, Ryan Burr, Avalon Waters Cassard, Daytona Clark, Marcus Kokova, Jared Contreras, Jonathan Crespin, Sophia Crawla, Lily Dallow, Nathan Danielson, Jake Davis, Tony Farias, Giselle Fernandez, Sean Galusha, Erica Goins, Rachel Michelle Granger, Catherine Bergen Halstead, Sierra Hickman, Lauren Hodgins, Anna Howard, Yasel Hurtado, Logan Kimball, Vove Kuntz, Kylie Kowalski, Julia Kreisen, Victoria Lacknett, Lauren Shea Ladresh, Catherine Lane, Lily LeBaron, Tanner Lechner Luke, Christine Lee, Michaela Lincoln, Mason Lind, Daniel Vincent Lovelace, Lauren Lucier, Emily Mahoney, Francisco Martinez, Allison Mays, Sophia McDevitt, Lauren McElroy, Maureen McNamara, Ruby McNitt, Kyla Jo Miller, Haley Nagma, Jennifer Newton, Grace Nielsen, Helen Oshrin, Sydney Ozawa, Sabrina Pasqua, Evan Pettingill, Grace Pickering, Megan Pickett, Tula Pitcher, Grace Powers Smith, Emmy Powers, Amanda Rondez, Gabriela Salibo, Jasia Smith, Kylie Smith, Bailey Snow, Joey Stevens, Hannah Teague, Ruby James Tincup, Lorraine Valenzuela, Eric Villapondo, Lauren Wallachy, Brianna Wilson, Lauren Elizabeth Wright, Ivy Yankee, Lindsay Zhang, Courtney Carswell, Jessica Larson, Nina Lurick, Sean McDonald, Emily Gott, Lois Good, Logan Gregg, Aaron Ichimura, Ellie Larson, Catherine Loomis, Talia Phillips Ortega, Timothy Shanks, Titus Shanks, Tedman Drug, Emily Budd, Finn Burke, Olivia Chan, Spencer Day, Raul Urquiaga, Michael Jufrey, Kyle Godfrey, Austin Greenlee, Cheyenne Isaac, Trevor Crawling, Megan Cool, Maddie Lynn, Rocio Martinez, Allie Rose Matz, David McCullough, Olivia McDonald, Kevin Moreno, Jack Murphy, Parker Ornelas, Tyler Ryan Pabugian, Jake Riggs, Juan Rios, Monica Rodriguez, David Rudolph, Annalise Silva, Tori Simpson, Cody Spute, Dylan Stabler Jara, Claire Terentieff, Maxwell Thompson, Natalie Torres, Shelby Trudeau, Annie Zwarg, Isabella Abelgis, Naveed Ansari, Calvin Appleby, Noah Aragon, Morgan Atchison, Isabella Bacino, Sarah Barnes, Megan Barney, Jamie Bernal, Samuel Birch, Ryan Bain, A.J. Bronson, Brandon Brown, Peter Burton, Jovi Calavella, Kyle Calzia, Claire Camper, Jacob Carl, Karina Kazi, Finley Chen, Sarah Cadonier, Jordan Cuellar, Ilan Mailani Dainabi, Holly Davis, Hennessy's de la Luz, Trenton Dusablin, Andy Upright, Stephanie Arazo, Jack Foy, Spencer Fuhr, Sophie Gagnon, Anahi Garcia, Alex Garza, Sarandon Gilbert, Matthew Giambetti, Gina Amelia Harris, Ricky Hayashida, Samantha Haynes, Jason Hume, JT Hussey, Vanessa Ibarra, Alexandra Jane Jensen, Benjamin Cantor, Amanda Kennedy, Harrison Kirk, Christine Lamb, Kayla Lutz, Shayna Grace Lynch, Mark Majlesi, Brianna Matusovsky, Austin McLellan, Harrison Meyer, Ashley Miller, Lauren Milligan, Andrew James Mitchell, Rob Moore, Vanessa Mora, Minnie Nguyen, Sophia Ornelas, Angelica Perez, Luke Pevriel, B. Porta, Ronik Perseveranda Putong, McKenna Jean Rollins, Matthew Ringquist, Caitlin Robles, Dominic Rodardi, Emilio Rodriguez, Gabriela Rodriguez, Jordan Roth, Jedrick Sanchez Howe, Miguel Santana, Alex Schroth, Natalie Seelenfreund, McKenna Siebold, Kabir Shahi, Alyssa Slattery, Conrad Smith, Kira Soares, Zach Strite, Parker Swanson, Apify Tefane, Gwendolyn Thompson, Catherine Tinder, Sam Trenda, Daniel Uribe, Rianne Van Teo, Caitlin Wells, Brianna Wilson, Parsi Yazdi, Osman Yousafzai, Lana Borges, Christopher Collar Fernandez, Daniela Garcia, Amber Garman, Bryce Johnson, Jordan Cruz, Josiah Loomis, Claire Medell, Daniel Messiter, Bridget Schinnerer, Brianna Simpson, Allison Still, Laura Tomlinson, Nancy Zepeda, Alexandria Erstad, Sena Agbemedin, Michelle Alexander, Angelo Alfano, Adian Hamilton Alseth, Elizabeth Alvarado, Lorena Alvarez, Sophia Ahn, Hallie Anderson, Linemere Alicia Aradaza, Madeline Baker, Sydney Barnholtz, Taylor Benson, Corinne Bariznak, Allison Bergquist, Isabel Bold, Kira Catalina Boyd, Nicole Bro, Brooke Buchanan, Cassidy Butler, Jacqueline Buttrick, Emma Campbell, Emma Catherine Cantus, Alexis Caraballo, Lauren Carroll, Megan Chan, Serena Clark, Alec Clinton, Ella Commerce, Kaylee Cross, Natalia Daly, Holly Davis, Rasha Demeter, Alex DeTurk, Jeremy Dolezal Ing, Noah Dunovich, Brittany Escobar Solis, Jesus Figueroa, Chloe Fleischer, Crystal Flores, Angelica Gagliano, Daisy Galbraith, Delaney Geiger, Jane Gilchrist, Josh Gillespie, Lonnie Gingras, Evelyn Gomez Pulido, Valentina Gomez Vargas, Alyssa Gonzalez, Lily Goodjohn, Macy Gordon, Connor Granis, Casey Green, Odalise Guadalupe Guzman Vasquez, Lauren Hansen, Mackenzie Kayleen Harrison, Kate Helm, Tabitha Hernandez, Gregory Herring, Sophie Hoffman, Alexandra Holdham, Ruby Humphrey, L. Hundertmark, Alana Gabrielle Hurd, Francesca Hyde, Jonathan Inabi, Joyce K. Hakobe Hanayan, Eva Johnson, Nina Katapin, McKenna Kumnick, Sarah Laird, Chi Lau, Joey Leal, Winnie Nee Lee, Cassidy Quinn Lewis, Danica Lewis, David Francisco Lozada, Sam Light, Eduardo Lopez, Michael Lothringer, Rebecca Ann Slagle Lunser, Faith Macias, Lauren Mahaffey, Madison Manning, Robert Moraes, Brianna Martin, Elena Martin, Lizbeth Martinez Garcia, Jared Massey, Rain McClellan, Katie Miller, Eric Mola, Claire Morrison, Catherine Murray, Caitlin Nat, Reed Nelson, Anika Nothoff, Amber Novello, Leah O'Brien, Lily Francis Packer, Rachel Pager, Sophia Pelletier, Aaron Peterson, Olivia Peterson, Madeline Phillips, Natalie Phillips, Morgan Pitsy, Chloe Plummer, Robert Pointer, Zoha Gator, Grace Quigley, Matthew Reed, Sophia Wrighton, Aratia Rivera, Samantha Rogers, Valerie Cristina Rodriguez, America Romero, Caroline Roos, Sophia Sands Galan, Lily Aline Iries Sands, Alicia Say, Alejandra Segovia, Jasmine Shapiro, Megan Sharp, Samara Smith, Alex St. Jacques, Noah Stashauer Marcus, Alexander Stater, Sydney Sullivan, Jeffrey Sun, Ella Tadmore, Natalie Thomas, Bonnie Rose Thompson, Scotia Tobin, Christina Toma, Emily Doe Tran, Sarah Tung, Sergio Uribe Zarate, Juliana Van Lannen, Sonia Vega, Anthony Vieira, Richard Watkins, Julie Weber, Ethan Weiss, Alexis Kennedy White, Allie Wilhelm, Jenna Wilson, Allison Witham, Maya Woodbury, Derek Barassa, Ashley Doggart, Alex Ibrahimi, Katie Ferber Weschler, Malek Harwell, Christina Nystrom, Jim Sievers, Samantha Sukram, Tommy Vo, Summer Whitney, Savannah Blake, Haley Bowmaker, Sophia Marie Bonk, Christina Bruzone, Juan Campbell, Jacqueline Campos, Courtney Carswell, Angelica Castro, Alyssa Kayabayab, Taylor Chaplin, Vanessa Sophia Marie Checker, Abigail Chittum, Cameron Charles Clapp, Abriel Kogan, Santana Courtwright, Katie Cox, Malia Detweiler, Julianne Dowds, Erica Irvos, Angela Espinoza, Claudia Ferrer, Ali Figueredo, Saham Fotodar, Clarissa Gallo, Julian Garner, Claire Giatsis, Berenice Gonzalez Cardenas, Jennifer Anna Gonzalez, Elijah Green, Carlin Hardy, Thomas Hive, Alana Gabrielle Hurd, Jacqueline James, Lainey Johnson, Alexandra Lucia Jones, Hannah Klassen, Samantha Koyama, Taylor Law, Ethan Lee, Francis Lee, Delaney Marinez, Alyssa Marvin, Jillian Mercer, Skylar Millard, Alexandra Morcos, Tara Nagibi, Leah Nakabayashi, Lisa Nguyen, Natalie Norton, Susanna Perez, Hannah Ramalot, Jordan Ramos, Aubrey Reese, Emma Ruhlbach, Madeline Nicole Robinson, Naomi Root, Julia Sachs, Kiki Senkier, Megan Francis Shea, Natalie Shields, Keith Smith, Sierra Smith, Claire Tolhurst, Razan Terminini, Katie Weber, Brett Wells, Meredith Wong, Anahita Yamudi, Jess Cepeda, Erica Beckwith, Emma Blair, Faith Hardy, Lily Judge, Zach Masters, Melanie McIntyre, Bailey Meyer, Kendra Ashley Ogden, Jennifer Quint, Juan Vergara, Kendra Barros, Allison Sarad Brennan, Ryan Clahan, Willow Miller Cornu, Sierra Papazian, Isabella Diane Ramirez, Jack Spaulding, Grantlyn Tracy, Evan T. Reed,